How's it going? Dilo here with another video, this time showing you guys how to do a low fade with lineup. We start by disinfecting our clippers, trimmers, shavers, everything with the cool care. And I'm gonna start combing down the hair so it can have a better position, so when I pass the clipper it goes through better. And I'm gonna start with the trimmer, doing the bald line. As you can see, I'm doing slight touches. I barely put pressure on that line, and it's gonna be like a finger above where the hair starts growing. It's a low fade, and I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side, and I'm gonna connect it. And I'm not doing nothing of pressure. I don't want to create a hard line to fade later. It's just a slight touch so I can see, and then I can start removing all the hairs below that line. I don't want to leave none of the hair long. I'm not gonna put the shaver, so I want this part to be very even, so I'm making sure every single hair is cut at the trimmer length. And as you can see, it's starting to look more clean already, even though it doesn't have the skin, the shaver. And I changed position of the trimmer because there's some hairs that grow in different directions, so I try to get them against the grain, like that. And that's all we're doing in this step. I keep brushing down because it helps me to see more the short hairs or the non-cut hairs. You should do it too to keep your work more clean. Also, with the hair duster, you keep it more way cleaner and don't bother the applying with the already cut hairs. Now I'm gonna start my first guideline with the clipper lever open, and I'm gonna go about half an inch above that ball line. And in the back, I'm gonna do a little bit more thick, like an inch. It's like it grows progressively as it goes to the back part of the head. That it is because I want a smoother transition to the back, and I do it in a scoop out motion. I flick it out to the end of the line. Then with the one open, I'm gonna start the second guideline, and we're gonna go up like 1 inch now in the sides and 1.5 inches in the back of the head. This is gonna be a little bit more up and higher, but well flick out like I told you, scooping out. We're trying to fade it in with the transition from the top. And as soon as I finish, I close the lever and I erase the line that it was on the middle. There was a line between the half and the one open, so I close the line and I faded it, and I faded in right away. As you can see, it's working. It's even starting to look already faded. We just have that bottom line now. We're gonna take it out later, but that's how it's gonna be. We're gonna open the lever and go like 1 inch above that half guideline, and in the back of the head 1.5 inches in a scooping out motion, flicking out that line at the end, trying to fade it in with the rest of the hair. And as you can see, it doesn't look that heavy, those lines. And as soon as I'm done, I close the lever and I finish fading that middle line right away. I only use the corners of the blade when I fade it in. As you can see, that's part of the trick to have a smoother fade. You should try it too, just using the corners of the blade, and that's how it's done. I keep the area clean. I don't want my client to be bothered with those hairs. And now I'm gonna finish fading that bottom line with the clipper lever close, and I'm only using the corners of the blade. As you can see, I'm trying to flicking it out like a scooping out motion in a circle way, and it's working. I'm just hitting that bottom line. I'm not going any higher. I'm just hitting that bottom part where it's more obvious that you can see the line. And as soon as I'm done, I open the lever and I go up a little bit more than I was just hitting right now. I was just hitting the bottom line with the 0 closed. Now I'm gonna open it and go a little bit more higher, trying to fade in, trying to complete that fade. Only using the corners of the blade, same. I'm trying to hit all those dark spots that were left on the middle, the rest of the things. And also you're gonna see me open and closing it because for details. And we do the same thing on the other side. We're gonna just hit that bottom line with the lever close, only using the corners. And as soon as I'm done hitting that part in the bottom, I'ma open the lever and go a little bit more higher. And later than that, if you see me open and closing in the lever, it's because I'm detailing. That's up to you. You can play with the lever, open and close it. It's just for details. And there's gonna be a slight line still on the bottom. Don't worry, we're gonna take it out later. But for now, we're just trying to fade in the fade, like make it more complete. As you can see, the fade starting to get together. It's all coming together now with this step, but it's gonna come a lot more later. You're gonna see more details, and this step should be fast. Don't focus too much on trying to get perfect details, because for perfect details we're gonna go to that later on. As you can see there, I'm opening and closing it like I told you, and I try to keep the area clean, dust it up. Now with the trimmers, I'ma hit that transition from the trimmer to the zero. I'ma try to make it more clean. There's some dark spots that I don't like, and I just hit it with the corner of the blade. I try to fade it in a like a vertical angle, just letting fly that trimmer on the just on the bottom line. I don't go higher than that, because if I do, I'ma create another line that I'ma have to fade in again, or I'ma end up making the fade higher than it should be. So I'm trying to just hit the bottom, just the bottom, being very careful with that. I'm just trying to hit the dark spots. I don't even hit the whole line of the fade, just where I can see that there's some detail that I need to work with. I go back with the trimmers and I take it out right away, just like that. And as you can see, it starts to look a lot more clean. Now with the half guard lever open, I'ma try to fade in all those dark spots that I can see in the fade area, and I'ma go a little bit higher, just flicking out with the corners of the blade. And if I don't get to take that dark spot, I close the lever, as you can see, and I try to hit the same spot or a little bit lower, so let's see if it can go out. I'm gonna take that dark spot off. So that's what I'm trying to do right now, just detailing with the half guard, going a little bit high with the corner of the blade with the lever open. And if I need to work a little bit more down, or there's some spots that I hit that didn't went down, I just close the lever and keep it going. So it's about the same, playing with the lever open and close. Now with the 1.5 guard lever open, I'm gonna try to fade in that transition from the fade to the top. What I'm trying to do is just flick out that line, try to make it more soft, and it's working. As you can see, it's almost faded, even though I haven't done clipper overcome or nothing like that. I'm just trying to smooth that line a little bit more. It's a little bit too thick, so I just flick it out, and if I can and I see a little detail, I close the lever and I hit it a little bit more down than that. As you can see there, I close the lever and hit it a little bit more down and go all the way up. Now with the clipper overcome technique, I'm gonna start debulking the hair on the sides. I'm just trying to give a shape to the cut, so when I take a look from the front, I can see the fade well stuck to the head, like no sticking hairs out, no dancing hairs, no weird shapes of the head. I'm just trying to create a shape of the cut that goes straight, and also debulking the excess of the hair that is on the sides that I don't want there. And I just do it like 2 or 3 times per area. I don't go too deep also, I just let it fly. I put the flat top comb in a vertical position. In here, I'm not trying to fully fade in the transition, I'ma go later to do that. Don't worry, don't be desperate, don't be there doing a lot of cutting. I'm just trying to debug the hair, make a shape, that's all. For more details, we're gonna go on that later on, you'll see it. And also I changed position of the comb, as you can see. Remember to always keep the area clean. And now we're gonna go to details with the scissor overcome technique, only using the tip of the scissors. As you can see, I'm just trying to hit all those dark spots, all those sides that look uneven on the fade. I'm just trying to hit it on there. I don't go all the way over of the fade or the top of the transition from the fade to the top. I just hit where I can see some dark spots, some imperfections, and that should fade in like the light spots with the dark spots. If you just hit and focus on the dark spots, you gotta be very careful. And also you can help it with the point cutting technique, as you can see a little bit of there. I made it without the comb, that's because there's some spots where the comb doesn't go through, that is like between the 0 and the half and 1. So there I kinda use it just with pulls and point cutting. But more up than that, to 1.5 in the transition of the fade, I do it with the comb, scissor over comb, and I just hit the dark spots, or where I can see a lot of hair there tangled. That's where I hit it, and that's all about the details. You don't gotta do nothing else. That's why the process of the guidelines gotta be quick, cause in this step you gotta be like 5-6 minutes doing it, so you gotta take the time to do details. You can get everything through with the clippers, it's not like that. You gotta detail it with another techniques, so try to make the guidelines process fast so you can have this little time at the end to detail the haircut with the scissors. It's gonna help you a lot. Now with the thinning shears, we're gonna start hitting all those heavy spots, if I can call it like that, where the hair looks like too bulky, too heavy. I'm just trying to smoothing out all that shape, all those spots where there's a lot of hair and bulk, and that's how it's gonna be right now. Also, you can hit a few dark spots, but not too much. Be careful, because if you do more than 2 or 3 cuts with the scissors, you're gonna leave a bald spot. You don't want that. Try to just hit the tips so you don't take too much hair, and this is gonna help you a lot to fade in the transition too. It's gonna look a lot more smooth. And here in the crown, they always have, like, almost all heads have a lot of bulkiness, so I try to hit it there more. Now I'm gonna start the lineup, and I'm gonna spray a little bit of hair spritz, that is like hairspray, and I'm gonna come it down a little bit so it can be as down as possible. And then I'm gonna start doing with the trimmers the line. I'm gonna start with the middle, and I'm gonna slightly go to the right, and then I look at it from the side and I do the corners. My client's crazy, I know. And look at that. Now I'm doing the C cups. I do a little bit of tip, looking at right in the front. He's looking at me too, and then I go to the side and finish the arch. That's basically it. Now I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. I started with the middle, and then I'm gonna slightly go to the left, on the side to do the corners. And also I debug there a little bit with the clipper over comb, because I don't like the dancing hair, that is too much. So like, the shorter you can get it, the best, so they don't move that much. And I hit it a few times more just to make sure it's all even, there is no dancing hairs. I cut, then I comb it down to check it out, and then I'm gonna start cleaning out that lineup with the razor. I'm gonna go against the grain, and I'm gonna stretch the skin as much as I can so the razor can get through easily and smooth. And with the Kiss Express, the darkest brown paint, I'm gonna do a little bit of enhancements so that lineup can pop a lot more. Then with a dry towel, I'm gonna take off all the excess of the paint, because sometimes when you spray, it goes more than you want. I do a little bit more details, and now with the spider wax, that is like that web wax, I'm gonna put it a little bit just in the side, and I'm gonna comb it so there's no dancing hairs. and there's the before and after. That's it. Look at those results. A good little fade. Our client with his crazy faces. He knows he has a flow. He even knows it. That's why he can feel it. The cut, everything's gonna get all the girls as cool. I know that for sure. I'm very happy with the results. Let me know if you like the video, if you enjoy it, and subscribe for more.